leFH18B2, the French Tier 5 premium SPG that we know and love as Fifi La Pew Pew. You might know it's a leFH, a leaf blower, or even a leHEPA. This one is located on the northeast spawn of Arctic Region, and it's under the command of Not Sober. Oh, he's got a rather colourful paint scheme. It's Commander AF's scheme, the one that she actually gave away to the American server. And of course, Not Sober is on the American server. He's on NA. Now, as his name suggests, he likes to play after having imbibed a little drink. And I don't blame him. I like to have a few drinks as well. And I vary it as well. On top of that, sometimes I like a nice cool beer. Other times I like to have a fruit drink with some rum in it. In fact, that's what I'm drinking this evening. Because, of course, it's New Year's Day right now. Well, that shot was aimed thinking that the super chappie was going to drive back, and he didn't. Well, he might get another chance this time. Oh, so close. He must have seen that one whistle over the top of his turret. But he's gone unspotted. But he's still there, because he just took a shell, and that could be quite damaging to him, because as you know, these shells are capable of doing 410 alpha, 53mm pen, which means they will pen heavy tanks, not just light tanks. And oh, he's just tracked that T-44-100. Best of all is the fire rate. It really is very, very fast indeed. 8.92 seconds. It's a standard reload, but Not Sober's got 7.22, and that means that if he tracks an enemy vehicle, he can usually get the reload in before the guy can unfix his or get his tracks fixed. Rounds out the other KV2, and he gets a hit there, right on the front. In fact, that's right near the driver's hatches. You can see the viewport point. He's tracked him. He's focusing on this guy. He's not carrying any premium rounds. Normally I recommend the premium rounds for the KV2 because they do tend to go through if they hit the side of the turret. Oh, he got a direct hit there on the KV2 again. Even though he couldn't see him, he remembered where the guy was and he took a round. Changing positions to avoid counter battery. But I think he's actually thinking to himself, well, those enemy are now going to come through the pass and he needs a good position to fire from in order to counter. Now, there are two ways of countering stuff going through the pass. You can either be down here in the dip, or you can be up in the position in the corner up there. And that's where the Hummel's gone. You can see he hasn't laid any trees down, but he's actually taking position up there. And if you saw my last replay, the one I put up on the page, in the M12, yes, I managed to get some horrendous damage on the enemy. In fact, I got an ace tanker because I was just spitting out shell after shell, which was direct hits on the enemy. Now, this 105mm light field howitzer is particularly accurate. He's just, oh, he penned the Stug, and he set light to him, and he's got him. One shot, he's killed the Stug. He's now hit the side of the KV2. Notice how fast it's reloading. And another hit. Okay, KV2 just killed one of our teammates. It'd be nice if you kill him. Oh, he's gone. He was taken out in the end by the Panzer IV F2. We just got another hit on the KV2. We can see the marks on the front of the vehicle. Those yellow marks, that's where the HE landed. Oh, now that went to one side. In fact, that was RNG putting it there. Okay. Oh, well, he didn't get the kill shot there. The Semovente took it away from him. But we've got a KV2R here under the name of Valhalla, I think it is. And yes, I think he's now going to suffer instead because, yeah, round after round are going to be smacking into him. You notice how the rescue keeps dialing in? Very, very quickly. You just need to adjust where you think they're going to be and let it settle in, and then you get accurate shots. Now, some have just suggested to me recently that they'd love to get hold of a leFH, or a Fifi La Pew Pew as we call them, but Wargaming haven't put them on sale for a while. They might do so. Oh, he's got another kill. That's two. yes, Wargaming may do so soon. We don't know when, but they did have it on sale a while back, and it's more than likely going to happen again. Now, with 3 tanks down, we've got an M41 just the other side of the rock there. As far as we can make out, there might be enemy in the west, because there is a Semovente over there, an enemy one. We also know that there's an enemy down in the south that hasn't appeared to have come through the pass. And I think that was a T-34. Just looking up, T-3485M. But he's badly damaged, so 1 shot should take him out. Okay, we've got a target, T-67. Let it settle, let it settle. Well, he got a penetrating shot for 382. The Hellcat's also a 1 shot if he can get a... Well, he didn't pen it, but he's tracked it, so he's still there. And he's been hit again and tracked again, I think. Or is his engine gone? 1 more shot should kill him. It does. That's 3 kills. The T-67's backing away, but the M4A1's decided to push. Oh, that was a bit of a snap, and it didn't work. Yeah, snapshots on this Arty don't tend to work on the whole. Oh, we've just lost our Easy 8. But we are still losing tanks. We just lost the AR-MT as well. Now, we should be able to penetrate the Wolverine because they've got very thin armor. He's got a red line. Oh, but he did get a hit. And enemy Arty is now firing, and I think they're aiming for the Hummel in the corner. They obviously think that Lot Sober is still in the corner, but he's not. He's over here, and well, it wasn't a penetrating shot, but it was enough to strip him down of his hit points. Now, the other good thing about this Arty is the view range. It's very long, 390 meters. Oh, we just saw the tracer in the distance from the enemy Arty. They have 2, an M44 and a Gorilla. I think one of them is not too far away. He's just on the other side of the rock in the south. Okay, let it dial. That's it. Once you've tracked him, he becomes vulnerable. He burned his repair kit. Can we get a shot? Almost. Go for it. Keep going for it. Oh, the guy's turned around. It looks like he's driving away. I think the Semovente frightened him off, but we've got more Arty rounds on the way in. And in fact, they aimed for the Panzerwehr F2 this time, ahead of us. And the other one was actually aimed at us, but it missed. Okay. Oh, tried to get him, but this guy's driving evasively. The Semovente gets the kill. Okay, where is that M4? Did he decide to go away? No! Oh, the T-34, I think. Is that the T-34? No, it's the T-67 went around the rock, came up from the south. He decided to change flanks and see if that would work, and it did work, but our Panzerwehr F2 managed to get the shot in that took him out. So now it's 3 versus 2, and we've got the advantage. So, where do we think the Arty are going to be? Well, I think the Gorilla, which is the slower of the 2 Arty, is more likely going to be back near his own base. Whereas the M44, which is much more mobile, is probably going to be just the other side of the rock, near the centre of the map. Well, not quite the centre, actually, slightly south of the rock that we're going towards right now. He was last seen in that vicinity. I saw the tracer come up from that area whilst he was dueling, and yes, there he is. In fact, it's the Gorilla that's actually been spotted. Now, we've got no shot there, but the Panzerwehr and the Semovente are going after him. Now, they probably don't want to get derped, but we can't help him at the moment because we can't get a shot in that direction. Can't get a direct hit. We are looking for the M44, though. So maybe it was the Gorilla that was actually... Oh, we just saw the tracer. So he's reckoned he's around about there, which is a fairly good guess. I think that might be a bit too far back. He's getting kind of short on ammo now, down to 11 rounds. but he has got 2,627 hit points of actual damage. So he's really been hitting the enemy hard. Now he's getting very close to the edge, so he's decided to stop and fire from this distance. He should be able to hit everywhere on the map from this position, but we do know that the enemy is in those woods, probably at the back of the woods. Now he is capable of wiping out one of our tanks with just one shot, the 720. The Panzerwehr-F2, well, he might not be able to take him with one shot, but if we see his shell, then we should be able to get around on him. We'd be much quicker at responding than the others two. Now he thinks he's out back there. It's kind of indicating where he thinks he is. It's difficult to pre-aim, but that's the best thing to do. There he is! Rounds out. It should kill. What a shot! Here's the end of battle results, and that was an ace tanker game for Not Sober in the 105 leFH18B2. He managed to get a Gauze medal for doing more damage, exceeding 10 times the hit points, or actually 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle. That's what it says in the wiki. He also got a Bruise medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 19. He also got an Arsonist because he set light to the Stug on the enemy team and he burned up. In fact, actually, it was a penetrating shot that he got on that guy as well. When it came to the fighter, he actually got at least 4 of the enemy team. He did get 4 exactly. Got a Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. And he got the high caliber for dealing the most damage in that game overall. And it was played on Christmas Day, that game. Let's have a look at team score. There you go. Highest damage, 3,876 hit points of damage to Not Sober. So it was a lot more than I thought. And that was down to the fact that he was actually getting some blind shots in there as well. And some of them were pretty lethal. He also, the second highest damage in the game was KB2 with 2,304. And the third highest damage went to their T-3485M with 1,507. When it came to kills, it was the Panzerwehr F2 who managed to get 6 kills in that game. So he picked up an Oskins medal, Fire for Effect, Brothers in Arms, Duelist, and the Top Gun out of that one. And he was actually in platoon with the 720, who was also alive at the end of the game, and he got 3 kills and picked up Fire for Effect and Brothers in Arms. But we can see that the second highest scorer when it came to kills was Not Sober with 4 kills, and 3 kills went to 720 and also the KB2 on the enemy team. And when it came to base XP, we can see it was Not Sober who got the highest base. He got 1,482 out of that one, based on the fact that he was tier 5 and he was hitting tier 6 opponents and doing some severe damage to those KB2s. And in second place, we've got the Panzerwehr Aslains F2, or I don't think it was an Aslains actually. I think it was an F2, was a different model. But he got 1,047 XP. And in third place, we can see the next one down, the 720, only managed 698. So you can see that this game was carried by these 2 players alone, because between them, they managed to kill 2/3 of the enemy team. And then the 720 made up another 3. And then we had, just 2 other players who managed to get kills in the game. So most of the work was being done by Not Sober and cash flows in the Panzerwehr. Anyway, he fired 41 rounds, so he had 9 rounds left at the end of the game, but he actually made a very accurate last shot. 24 direct hits on the enemy, 4 penetrating shots and 22 splash. Damage of 3,876, of which 2,685 were up more than 300 meters. So there was some close range shots in there. And I think it was mostly the tanks that were actually coming in from the west, because of course they were very, very close when he hit them. 11 enemy vehicles were damaged, 4 were killed, 221 hit points of damage assistance. Now, he earned 111,190 credits from that game, thanks to a massive battle award and also the holiday ops. And he also took away 12,004 experience points, again, times 5 days. So it was very worthwhile for him. and a very good score, which will bump his crew skills. But yes, it's a very good battle, but it's not the only battle that he actually played, and he sent us in more replays. So let's have a look at his second one. The second replay is on the Malinovka map, and we're on the East Spawn. Game on. 2 marks of excellence on the barrel. Shows he's played the PP a lot, but it's very difficult to get 3 marks of excellence on this Arty. Main reason is so many people have it and lots of people play it, so the standards are incredibly high. So if you do have 2 marks and you're still struggling to get your third, don't worry, it's a problem that we all have. And that includes me, because I don't have 3 marks on my PP yet. Not all of them anyway, because remember, I've got 5 accounts, 4 of which are on the EU and 1 on the NA server. So, yes, he's trying to get the aim settled. Now, the trick there is, whilst you're moving the aim about, the reticule won't creep in, it won't dial in fully. So the trick is actually to pick a specific spot, like that, let it settle, then to let loose. There doesn't appear to be anyone in the spotting bush. Yes, so aim in the general area of a target, then pick a spot nearby it, let it settle, don't try and chase the target, aim where you think it's going. Oh, he was so close there to the Wolverine, he actually did give him some splash damage. And he's done it correctly there, and look at that, beautiful kill, exactly because he did it right. He aimed where he thought the thing was going, let it dial in, and then when he fired, he got a really accurate shot and he got a kill. So beautifully played. Did the same again with the AMD, but the AMD is difficult to pin down. Oh, so close. He is very good. Now, Not Sober has actually, as I said, been very busy over the Christmas period because, of course, he does like playing and he does like the PP a lot. It was one of the What Arty Noobs members who actually saw him play because he actually played against him in that battle. Oh, he's done it again. Engine deck, that one. That landed on the engine deck and it completely neutralized that M4. Yes, it was one of our members who played against him and realized how good he really was when he was up against him in battle. Beautiful. Now, the thing is that... That's it, let it settle. That's it, that's better. Yes! Engine deck. Again, it really terrorizes the enemy if you get these accurate shots on them. But he stopped there, and that's what saved him from getting hit. Again, I think that was aimed at the windmill more than the tank. But he's in a tier 6 game on this one, so there's a good chance he might do... Yes, he got a direct hit there. It's a good chance he might actually get some serious XP out of this game. Now, the M6 is probably still on that corner because we don't have any tanks as far up for him to shoot at. In fact, most of the action appears to be going on near the field. Got a super chappy gone across the field and he spotted a number of enemy tanks. But I don't think he's going to stay alive for very much longer, that super chappy, because he's up against quite a few. Going for the Skoda, rounds out. Oh, he looked away. Oh, well, as I say to others, try not to look away after you shoot unless there was a very good reason to look away, but we've lost sight of the enemy. Yes, I do look away myself occasionally, but that's because I've got a better target to go for. And that's a good direct hit on the Churchill. Now it's tracked. He's tracked on the left, the right side. He was able to fix his tracks in time, though. Now, I reckon he can still get the shells over that rock into the Churchill, but instead he's decided to go for a KV-1S. And the M6 is still coming on. Oh, he's a one-shot now. Line it up, rounds out, looks good. Yes! Another kill, 3 kills now. Now, can you nail this Churchill? Yes! Direct hit on the engine. should be able to slow him down. If you get the engine, normally you get a fire. And, oh, that just missed him. If you can get a fire, obviously, then it's deadly to the tank. Another direct hit. Looks like it tracked him. He wants the Panzer F2 as well. Trying to get a shot. Yes, he... Oh! Penetrating shot! The Churchill's in danger. He's a one-shot now. And he's out the game. Panzer F2 is next. Now, we might be able to get a killing shot. Yes, he does as well. So that's 5 kills. One more, he gets the Top Gun. But he's really looking forward to that. He fires a snap in and then looks away. And I think the reason is this Excelsior, who's getting rather close to our guys, and he wants the kill. And he gets a nice hit. I think he can take this guy down. No, it goes, in fact, to Stug Fear, who actually gets the kill. So who's next? Well, our Stug Fear is actually taking some severe damage, so somebody could still see him. So the enemy RT in this game is also a PP, a 105 leFH. And the AMD's coming on. He's actually decided he's not going to stick around. So let's see if we can get a shot. We just got spotted. He fired and moved. Good job too, because the enemy RT is more than likely going to give us a quick shot in our direction. We're almost at the back of the map. They've ignored the cap. They've gone through it, but we do have a KV2 down there, and he's up against the Skoda. Okay, going for the box tank. He fires. That was a bit snap, but it looked like it did hit. It did look as if it hit. Oh, well, the Skoda's dead because he went up against the KV2, who's loaded and ready to take him down. The KV1SA is trying to tempt us to shoot at him, but if he keeps poking out like that, Not Sober might be able to get around into the front of the vehicle. AMD. Very close. Was on the correct line. He's trying to adjust again. A lot of the time it's just to wing these enemy tanks, these wheelies. If you can wing them or even give them some stun, then they'll go down. Just missed him again. I think our guys might have, yeah, they're getting some shots on him now. Oh, very close. Now, we're loaded. Now. No, Arty firing at us. Or Arty firing nearby. The Wolverine. Can we get a shot? Remember, this is for a Top Gun. Yeah, he's got it. Now, can he take out the box tank? This guy can kill a BP with one round. It's at times like this that the premium rounds actually do come in very useful, because it's 350 alpha, and if they hit, they can wipe out, because they'll go through the side. The side armor on the casemate armor is very, very thin. He actually did get a hit there on the AMD, and the AMD's coming towards him. Auto aim on. Yes! Did it! He got it exactly right. He's got 7 kills now. One more, he gets a Radley's. And he's taking fire from the enemy RT. But it's not hitting him. Yep, enemy RT's definitely trying to get him. He did get him! He just killed the M10. And that means he's got a Radley Walters. There's only 2 enemy left. Their assault has failed. They've only got the RT and the AMX-13 FL11, who suddenly appeared at the cap area. And it's wiped out by the KV2, which means now there is only 1 enemy left, the RT. Oh my god, they turned this battle around completely under the ferocious fire from Not Sober and the others. They were actually pummeling the enemy. 8 kills. That means he's got more kills than the rest of his team combined. As Klaus Kellerman would call it, he's carried the stupids in this game, because he's definitely the leading player of this match. And his score is already up to 1,759. And the Jackson's saying, nice comeback. AI's forgiven heavies. All's forgiven heavies. Well, it wasn't the heavy that won this game. It was the Arty that won this game. And that's usually the case. Arty's turned battles around. They really can, because they've got really great firepower and they can blunt an assault. I think the T-34 is probably the one who's going to find the enemy Arty. Not Sober setting himself up, getting ready to shoot. He just needs one of the guys to find the target. Now, he's just close to the inlet. But the T-34, I think he's going to find the... Oh, it's not the T-34. It's actually the KW2. We're dialing in. Rounds out. Oh, it went to the left. That would have been a kill shot if it had been on target. He's going to have another go. No, not yet. Okay, go for it. Rounds out. Oh, and he goes down, but it's a victory for Not Sober in the Fifi. Well, as I said during the battle, it was Not Sober who really won that battle for his team. He was just annihilating the enemy one by one and getting nice shots on them as well. Yeah, a few shots went astray, but wow, he really blunted that assault, even when the AMD came in. And he did the right thing. He auto-aimed onto the target when he got close. And really, he couldn't miss, because when he does auto-aim on, even if the AMD adjusts its velocity, if he's running straight towards you, he's a straight shot. And one shot on target will see the end of them, because it'll go straight through their armor and you'll get a penetration. He managed to get an ace tanker, another ace tanker during the holiday period. He managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 17. He got a Radley Walters medal for killing at least 8 enemy vehicles. In fact, he got 8 exactly. And on top of that, he picked up a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. So yes, that was a particularly effective game. And it took place on the 28th of December. So a few days ago. We look at team score. We can see he definitely got the highest damage in the game, 2,026 hit points of damage. The next highest scorer in this game was the Panzerkampfwagen K2. Was that? No, that's the KW2 actually. I think it was the KW1. It's the KW1, yes, the converted KV1 that's actually being put into German use. That's what he got. And the third highest damage in the game turned out to be the M36 Jackson on their team as well. And of course, he got killed, but of course, then he got to watch what was going on afterwards. And I think he was very happy with the results. When it came to kills, yes, he's got that one too. 8 kills went to Not Sober. 2 kills went to the KV2 on his own team. The KW1, or KV1, I should think it's because it is in German. And 2 kills also went to the M6 and the MX-13 FL11. And when it came to base XP, it's actually the KW1 or KV1. He got 1,313 experience points, whereas Not Sober managed to get 1,230. They were the only 2 players who managed to get over 1,000. And the next highest after that was the T-34, and he only got 642, which just goes to show again that there was 2 players who really scored for the team. And it was definitely Not Sober who scored the highest, because he not only got the most damage, he also got the most kills in that game. So he carried the team. Let's have a look at detail. Well, he only had 6 rounds left at the end of that game. He fired 44, 17 direct hits, 6 penetrations, 16 splash, damage of 2,026 hit points, of which 1,755 were at more than 300 meters. Can we see which ones we actually penetrate? Well, yes. On what replays, they actually put a little 1 next to the hitbox. You can see he penetrated the M10 Wolverine. They're very good targets for one-shotting or penetrating, because they've got so thin armor. He also penetrated the M4 Sherman, the FE304, who, remember, he got a lovely aim shot on that guy as he backed up. 2 penetrations on the enemy Panzer IV F2, and 1 penetration, of course, on the AMD, who came straight towards him and took a round right through him as he did so. So really good work there. He got 10 enemy vehicles damaged, 8 kills. So he was on course to actually get a Pools medal, but of course, those enemy vehicles that he didn't actually get the kill for, somebody else managed to get there before him. 313 hit points of damage assistance. On a premium count, he actually earned 66,724 credits from the game and 2,583 experience points. So A brilliant game there where he actually won it for his team without Not Sober being on his team. I'm pretty sure they would have lost that one. They would have been overwhelmed. But thanks to him, they managed to kill most of the enemy tanks that were causing them problems, and they won the game. So, two great replays. First, we see the one on Arctic Region where we got an Ace, Gauze, Confederate, and High Caliber. And then, of course, we get the next one, which is an Ace, Radleys, and a Top Gun. There's no High Caliber showing here. I suspect that's not because he actually accidentally hit one of his own teammates. I think what actually happened is it wasn't 20% of the enemy hit pool, and that's why he didn't get it. So that's why we didn't see the High Caliber mark, but he definitely did get the highest damage in the game. There's no doubt about that. 2026. So if you enjoyed both of those replays, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And I've got another video coming up very shortly featuring Not Sober again. Yes, because he was, as I said, he was playing the Fifi quite a lot over the holiday period to complete the holiday ops missions. And I find it very useful for that as well, because you can get loads of critical hits. If part of your mission is to get critical hits, this is a good one to use to actually get critical hits, because you're pumping out rounds so quickly that you'll more than likely get a critical hit or track a vehicle. And of course, that's how you complete the holiday ops missions. So if you enjoyed that game and you want to see more, do hang around because the next video is going to be great. And thank you for watching.